ASL is crucial for deaf individuals to learn and grow as people. As we've stated throughout our opening statement, rebuttal, and now our closing statement, ASL is the better option rather than oralism. Oralism causes language deprivation for deaf individuals as they will always be a few seconds behind to know and understand the question. Meanwhile, someone has already raised their hand to answer it. Oralism does not provide equal opportunity for deaf individuals, and it shows that our world and community is not ready to take the necessary steps to learn and understand deaf citizens. It is a mental strain on the deaf community, and hearing people should not always assume that deaf individuals can read lips or should read lips. Reading lips causes a mental strain and causes less attention span for the children learning within this environment. Oralism teaches deaf children to stay silent because they'll always be late to the party. Oralism causes isolation, frustration, and anxiety within your children. We need to teach hearing individuals to be inclusive, and deaf people can exclude hearing people as well. So let's work together the right way and choose ASL.
Learning American Sign Language, also known as ASL, plays a vital role in promoting inclusivity, communication, and cultural understanding amongst children and of all abilities. At Fraser School, introducing sign language to infants not only assists those with communication challenges, but also help neurotypical children build empathy, patience, and acceptance towards their peers. By learning ASL, children gain access to a natural and accessible mode of communication that enhances cognitive development, emotional connection, and overall well-being for deaf and hearing children alike. This early exposure fosters a more compassionate and inclusive learning environment where every child feels understood and valued. In contrast, oralism, the exclusive focus on spoken language, often limits opportunities for connections and identity amongst deaf individuals. Despite the time and resources dedicated to intensive speech training, many still face speech intelligibility issues, auditory fatigue, and feeling of frustration or isolation. The lack of deaf role models within oralist systems further hinders the development of positive deaf identity and sense of belonging. By embracing ASL and bilingual education, schools can create an environment that respects both deaf and hearing cultures, encourages authentic communication, and ensures that all children can learn and thrive together. Thank you.
The path of sign language through the lens of deaf author Mark Charlesberg. We understand that to embrace sign language as a whole and sign language into the development of deaf children in a school setting leaves positive impacts and good after effects. These after effects being language development, cognitive ability, and positive self-identity are true. As phrased by Mark, accepting deafness means embracing all aspects of oneself, not as separate entities, but as interconnected pieces of well-being. This creates a true testament to how sign language is a better alternative to oralism. In fact, the problems that people face who use oralism are benefits received from sign language through the use of lip reading and the improper use of communication structure, and special regard to the training in deaf children, a young age where critical learning period is a heavy toll to bear. And with these truths and these to be holded, to truly become comfortable and capable of communicating in sign language is a tool built from deaf children and deaf individuals and must be allowed to stay and be preserved as the best way of communication for deaf individuals.